The fog is rolling in. Don't adjust your set. Might be hard to see the far side. We know Patrick Roberts is starting this afternoon. That's where he's gone on the far right-hand side. It's good to see him back, isn't it, Danny?
Yeah, he's had a few weeks out there, hasn't he, Patrick? And, you know, as I said before the game, he does get us up the pitch. I know you look at his stats, if you're just one of those who looks at stats in general, he's got a return better than what he certainly has, because he's not got himself a goal so far this season or an assist. And a player for his ability should be getting a lot more on the charts.
Well, Plymouth have got the ball here in Sunderland's half. Going to make way on that left-hand side. They do, and the ball comes in. Barley Mumba is arriving late at the far post. Leo Hjelde stands strong.
Yeah, bright start from Plymouth, and it was too easy down that left-hand side. Unlike Trey Hume, you know, Trey loves those 1v1 situations, and you see both himself and Patrick out there, and it's a decent ball into the far post. And say Barley Mumba comes in, he's got the run on Hjelde. You know, there's obviously a size difference, but seen it in the goal last night for Sheffield Wednesday at the far post. If you can get a run on your man.
Meanwhile, while you watch the end of that replay, Jack Clarke has it. He's offside though. Yeah. Good break from Abdullah Bar.
Yeah, you just see Jack just gesturing to him. I just play it a little bit earlier, and he knows he's offside as soon as the ball's played out to him.
It's bizarre, the fog. It's rolled from the right to the left of how we view things. It seems to have cleared on the right-hand side of the pitch. The left-hand side of the pitch.
You see it back now. There, playing out. There, it takes one touch too many, you see. Oh, it's tight. I'm not sure he's offside. Not sure. Yeah. I think it's Phillips. I think Phillips was pretty much in line with Jack there.
Interesting one. The fog's not affecting the linos. Connor Hazard plays it downfield for Plymouth. Ekwa. Luke Nyan. Now played over 250 games for Sunderland. Looking for Naz Rusin. Clarke waits for the bounce. Rusin. Heavy touch. But Ekwa wins it back.
Yeah, just looking at our setup, it is how we thought. You see there, Abdullah Bar gone central, just in behind Naz Rusin. Patrick out on his favoured side on that right-hand side, and Pierre will just play a little bit deeper again this afternoon alongside Dan Neil in there.
Ekwa. Roberts trying to win it back. Dan Neil picks up the loose ball. Spreads it to Leo Hjelde. Hjelde. No foul on Bar. Whittaker brings it away, but only as far as Luke Nyan. Fans doing their bit.
Yeah, trying to get the boys going early on. Just see there, Hjelde just looking to lend it into Abdullah Bar on the give and go, and just going to get his body in, be a little bit stronger, try and get hold of it for us.
Abdullah Bar carrying it, releases Jack Clarke. Clarke. Ooh. Decent ball in.
Yeah, good. That's it. I see it. Abdullah Bar, he's pulled a couple of times, hasn't he? The other one there, well, was given offside. It perhaps wasn't that one there. Releases it to Jack.
Gibson gets
Jack driving straight away. Getting the other side of Barley Mumba. And you see there, once you want Jack Clarke into the box, nobody wants to come and make a challenge. It's Gibson there, cutting it out at the near post area.
Taken short this corner. Clarke delivers one. It's a teasing cross. Didn't drop for Ballard. Sunderland still have it though.
Yeah, ball out there, good switch. I think it was Pierre Ekwa, wasn't it? Out to Jack. Not sure if Jack thought Barley Mumba was going to get there before him.
Spontaneous round of applause breaks out around the stadium light. I think it's for Michael Beale's ill niece, he revealed on social media last night, and he appreciates that, Michael Beale. And obviously everyone's thoughts are with his family. Looks a bit moved by that, Michael Beale, Danny.
Yeah, just giving the crowd a round of applause, wasn't he, there? Appreciating the Sunderland fans.
Visibly emotional there, Michael Beale. Popped over looking for Naz Rusin. Gibson's gone with him.
That's good, yeah. See, that's what I like about Rusin. He's not afraid to play on the shoulder. The centre-back's driving him back towards their own goal.
You used to call Alex Pritchard the Jack Russell. He's got a bit about that.
He has indeed, yeah. He's gone, Alex, so we'll have to pass that one on to Naz Rusin. But he does, he works his shift. Again, regardless, coming up against big centre-backs, he puts himself about. He's got a decent spring in the air as well. As I say, he's a willing runner for balls in behind.
Just taking off the toe of Abdullah Bar. Ali Mumba goes back to Gibson. Dan Ballard should have this. There was a bit of concern with Dan Ballard at the end of the Middlesbrough game when he was holding his shoulder. It looked very painful, but
yeah, it did, yeah. It was right at the end of the game, wasn't it? And he's thinking, oh no, he dislocated his shoulder, he's going to be out for a bit, and thankfully he's okay.
Patterson finds Yeldo, has to hit it first time. Can Bar get there? Breaks for Dan Neil, who spots a brilliant ball. What a ball that is! What a ball from Dan Neil! Can Jack Clarke get there?
Yeah,
Danny, that was
impressive.
impressive.
Lovely, wasn't it? Yeah, lovely technique from Dan Neil. Just needed another 3-4 yards on it, and then I think Jack's going to get in behind Gibson. Does well though, the centre back gets across, deals with the situation.
Gibson's got his work cut out this afternoon. He's up against Rusin again here. Rusin battling hard, encouraged by those Sunderland fans in that corner. Cross comes in. Mumba.
Oh, do you know what? He's dug an absolutely terrific ball out there, hasn't he, Trey Hume as well. And I think Jack go and attack it. You know, he's on his heels at the back post, Jack. Up against Barley Mumba, not the biggest, and if he fancies that. You know,
it's a good job it's not windy.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, yeah, he's looking at him there. He's just waiting for the contact, isn't he? He's barely a hand on him, and he goes over. Yeah, Rusin doing well, holding the ball up. And as you mentioned there, Gibson, naturally, he's that middle centre-back. He's getting dragged about left, right and centre at the minute, isn't he?
Perfect phrase for it. Trey Hume gets there. It was an impressive cross from Trey Hume, the way he dug it out.
Yeah, that's where you want somebody, yeah, have a gamble, get on the move and get across the centre-backs.
9 competing with Ryan Hardy. Ekwar looking for Bar. It's accidental coming together. You know, the Plymouth players are saying it was high from Bar. I think the player's head goes down.
I'll tell you what, it's an accidental one. He's watching the ball over his shoulder. I think he's looking to bring it down. Watch, he thinks about heading it, then he just tries to bring it down. High boot, yeah, he's caught him in his chest, and is he going in the book?
Yeah,
I think he is.
Yellow. Brendan Galloway,
yeah.
Former loanee here at Sunderland, of course.
Do you know what? I remember one a few years back, you probably remember it, when I think Nani got sent off for Man United. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Similar way, he's trying to bring a ball over his shoulder, booting it, he got sent off for it on that occasion. I'm not saying that's a sending off, it's an accidental foul, and it's one of them. It probably is a yellow card in a way, really, but it's accidental. He's trying to bring the ball down out the sky. Unfortunately, he's caught. Galloway finds himself in the book.
Anthony Backhouse setting his stall out. And there is the manager, Ian Foster, Plymouth's manager, made his name in the under-18s, under-19s, under-20s. He has previously managed clubs. Dundalk was the last club he managed.
Former teammate of mine at Chester City as well, he is.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's going
2004.
Did he have hair then?
He did, yeah. I seen him on telly on Tuesday night. Actually, I thought I recognised him, recognised his voice, and then I thought, where do I recognise him from? And then I thought,
he's your teammate.
I played with him many years ago. Yeah,
Well,
20 years ago now.
There we go. Michael Beale looking on. Barley Mumba turns inside. Of course, once a Sunderland Academy player. Well, it was either a poor cross or a poor shot.
No, yeah, it's just popped up on him. I think he's trying to fire the cross in. He dug one out earlier on, didn't he?
Mikel Miller.
Getting forward, Miller, yeah. Likes to gallop forward down that left-hand side.
Miller, former Rotherham player.
Yeah, so it's interesting as well when you're playing against the side who are going with wing-backs, really. Whose role is it? You know, Patrick's got to pass him on early to Trey Hume, and Trey's got to have a bit of conversation with Patrick ahead of him.
Galloway knocks it into the east stand as Roosum was pestering once again. Didn't have the best loan spell on Weir's side, Brendan Galloway. Here's Patrick Roberts. Trey Hume keeps the ball. Hjelde has got space ahead of him. And Jack Clarke. Ekwa hits a ref. Sunderland play on. Surprised Roberts didn't meg the ref. He normally does meg.
Little give and go with the referee there, yeah. Patrick was there though, so I think he would have blown up if Plymouth had taken possession.
Well, Nine has it, and you've got to say Sunderland have looked very confident on the ball, Danny, so far.
Yeah, I think at that first minute though, they had that 1.5 opportunity, didn't they? Plymouth, the cross coming in and Barley Mumba at the far post, but since then we have settled in okay. There they go though, they've stole it.
Again, not a foul given on Bar, despite Sunderland's protests.
Oh, he's played on.
Hardy's in here. Gets a shot away, it's a save from Parson. What about the second one? Oh, Nine holds him off. And Hjelde comes across.
Yeah, I looked down at the linesman. I thought the flag was going to go up, and centre-back stepping up. Flag stayed down though.
Whittaker. Another opportunity perhaps, and Hardy couldn't get on the end of it. The Sunderland fans are furious with the linesman.
The linesman, yeah,
we'll get a
we'll have to
chance
see it back, but as you say, yeah, Hardy playing on the shoulder. Takes the opportunity to have a look. Oh, we can't see from this angle.
He runs behind Ballard.
But he's in behind Ballard. Luke O'Nien, you see, stepping up with his arm up. Flag stays down. Decent strike, but a save you'd expect Anthony Patterson to make. And then Luke does well, holding his man off on the follow-up.
It's tight.
Yeah, we just need the other angle, really, don't we, to have a look down it. But anyway, Sunderland deal with it in the end.
Suggestion from our production team that maybe O'Nien was playing Hardy on side. We'll look back at that in other moments at half-time, of course, as Barley Mumba now has Plymouth in attack on this right-hand side. It comes back and the cross goes in. It's a deep one. Miller, well, kept it in, and then Sunderland trying to advance with it. Ekwa. Can Roberts get on the end of this? Looked like it for a moment, but he stopped in the end. Yabby.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? It looked like Patrick was getting away from him. Just strong enough, gets the arm across Patrick. They're coming to the game, Plymouth, aren't they? You can see them come up here to sit back.
It's a long haul trip.
Getting the wing backs forward, yeah, and moving the ball around now.
Starting to get some passes together, as you said. Next couple of minutes.
Yeah, see Whittaker there now, just playing in that sort of inside channel, really, isn't he? Between centre-backs and midfielders as well, trying to get on the ball.
It's Miller, gone down there. Rusin gets a shove. Sarcastic applause from the Sunderland fans.
Yeah, he does well there, Rusin, doesn't he? Balls come up to him then. That's what we need, isn't it? See Plymouth having a little spell last couple of minutes there, and just as it comes in into Rusin, sharp enough, gets ahead of the centre-back Gibson, and yeah, a little bit of contact there, wins the free kick.
Daniel stepping out with it, finds Trey Hume in space. Looking for Rusin. There's definitely more balls being played in the forwards today.
Yeah, again, good running behind from Rusin. Just the weight on the pass from Trey just favours the defender. Again, Gibson, he's had a good start to the game, reading those situations well from that middle centre-back role.
Devine has fouled.
Dan Ballard argues it, but as ball clips in, it's quite a flat ball, isn't it, from the keeper? You see there, he brings it down, good touch, and then Dan Ballard tries to nick in front of him.
Over the top, looking for Whitaker. The Niners there, Sulcielda. Daniel. Clarke. Brings in Trey Hume. Here's Pat Roberts, cutting inside, gets round one. Ballard now. Hjelde. Clarke. And again, Sunderland imposing themselves on Plymouth.
They've done quite well, Plymouth, actually, when the free kick's given on the far side. I was just about to say, yeah, getting themselves back into a good shape. One or two boos, I think they're after a yellow card for Miller. On Trey Hume, it's going to be I just think a word in his ear. Sunderland fans don't agree in the stadium. So is it a little bit of a body check? I just think it's a free kick, yeah, I've got to be honest.
Sunderland look good when they're in possession though.
Yeah, no, some good ball, been quite bright on it as well. I'd say Plymouth as well, at stages, they've had little moments or two, haven't they, getting forward, as we mentioned. Quite an open game, you know, we see a lot of teams coming up to the stadium, just sitting deep and making it difficult for us, but I don't think Plymouth have come up here to sit back.
Roberts delivers, left-footed. It's too close to Connor Hazard, though. Comes to nothing.
Yeah, easy one for the keeper. He's a big unit, isn't he? Hazard. Does that well, Luke, doesn't he? You know, as a centre-back, I know people talk about him, he's not a natural centre-back, but he's got good awareness, and you see a lot of centre-backs will just put the neck through that and pump it back where it came from, but his first thought, Luke, as a centre-back, who's around me, can I cushion a little header? And he does that really well.
Hjelde. Clarke. Won't get on the end of it because it's gone out of play. Rusin. Ekwar. Here's Daniel. Hjelde. Hjelde delivers a lovely ball.
Yeah, you know, it's just over the top of Rusin, and Patrick Roberts coming in behind him.
Trey Hume keeps it in, gives it to Ekwar. Ballard under pressure was calm. Ekwa. Abdullah Ba. Kjelder. Ian Foster looks on. I think he'd be relatively happy with the 20.
Well,
like a bit more possession maybe, but
yeah, that's to say 20 minutes gone though, and you know we've had some good ball, haven't we? Really, but we're at the goalkeeper so far.
Ashley Phillips has the throw in, highly rated on loan from Spurs. Rusin gets a free header and cushions it down to Abdullah Ba, plays it inside of Patrick Roberts, just spun up off his foot. Roberts is still pestering though, and he's inside the area. Roberts pulls one back. Gibson gets his body in the way.
Yeah, I think he's caught in two minds there. Patrick went to stand it up to the far post or to cut it back on the floor, and it was neither really. Just plays it into the chest of Gibson. Again, gets himself in a good position in the 6-yard box. And as we were saying there, we've had 20 minutes gone. We've perhaps had the best in terms of possession, but they've had the two best opportunities really, haven't they? Hardy with the strike, Anthony Patterson making the save, and then the header for Barley Mumba at the far post.
Forshaw goes inside. Yabi. Sunderland fans once again doing their bit. Mumba down the line, takes a deflection. It will be a Plymouth throw. Well, Whittaker has been quiet so far, but he was quiet when he scored his goal down at Home Park back in November.
Yeah, it was, yeah. That's all it takes, isn't it? Nothing really, wasn't it, that day? And just haven't seen too much of him on the ball. I think he's perhaps, if you asked him, he'd probably prefer to play out on the touchline a little bit more, but he is narrow in the pocket, trying to get on it. But there he is now. It's not a bad switch.
Looking for Miller, he's found him as well, and Miller goes inside. Trey Hume, and Miller's still on the ball. Smothered shot, cleared by O'Nien. Awkward bounce out there today. It's spun up a few times, hasn't it? Here's Jack Clarke. Clarke. Ekwa picks it up. Crowd shout, shoot. Surely it's not on.
Yeah, too many bodies in front of him. Says his first thought, I think, is to pull the trigger, isn't it, when he's getting under control, but it didn't really settle for him. And
so I was saying about that bounce before.
Yeah.
Maybe the ground's a bit hard. It is cold out there. It's certainly wet. Roberts. Ekwa. Gets pulled back.
Oh, yeah, he's given it. Yeah, it's Whittaker, isn't it? Is he going to get booked? He is. Yeah, just as Pierre Ekwa gets square to it from Patrick Roberts, and just as he's looking to pull the trigger, Whittaker just pulls him back, and you see Forshaw having a word with him there. Now keep your eye on it. Yeah, there on his left arm, isn't it? Off balance.
Stops him playing the ball. I think he was pulling up
to get the
shot.
clean strike on it. Yeah, Phillips gets the block in, but decent area, isn't it, for the free kick?
Who do you fancy
Jack
from this?
Clarke.
Jack Clarke, Patrick Roberts. Pierre obviously has got history from this kind of distance as well, but I think Clarke, you might fancy it.
Yeah, just thinking back to Middlesbrough, we had one on the opposite side, didn't we? And it was Pierre put it just over the crossbar last week down at the Riverside, but I think it does favour Jack Clarke on his right foot.
Jack Clarke, Sunderland's standout player this season. All Sunderland fans know that. He's been involved in 17 goals. Got 13, 4 assists. It's a Wall with a draft excluder as well. O'Nien. Clarke. It's gone for a shot, you know.
Oh.
Equalizer smashes into a green shirt, and Whittaker will try and bring it away here. Can't get past Luke O'Nien.
Yeah, I see that back, but do you know what? I think it's popped up and hit the keeper in the face, isn't it? Hazard as he's dived.
I think you're right, Danny, but here comes Plymouth. Soft foul from Trey Hume.
Yeah, divine, wasn't it? It just leans into him, I think, but the first strike's into the wall, and here it is now. See back, I'm sure it. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's up off his chest or his face, I think, isn't it? Just dips in front of the goalkeeper. Gets it clear.
Hazard keeps it out by any means. Ballard picks it up deep inside the Sunderland half. You just feel Sunderland are playing with a little bit more of an edge today, don't you, Dan?
Yeah, no, I think this, in general it's been good. As you say, you want to work the goalkeeper a little bit more. We have done now there with Jack with the decent strike, the second attempt. But they've moved the ball quite well for me around the pitch. As you say, one or two bobbly balls around the pitch for both sides, but in general Sunderland have controlled possession better than Plymouth, but they still have one or two opportunities on the counter. See Plymouth drop back into that back five, out of possession, 5-3-2, isn't it? Just allowing Sunderland to circulate the ball around them.
Hume. Again, Gibson saving Plymouth at the back.
Yeah, almost, wasn't it? Yeah, and it's saying there, just as we're moving the ball, Luke plays a lovely ball, doesn't he? Just fizzes one through the lines into the front line.
Dan Neil. Equalizer turns. Dan Neil. Hjelde. Trey Hume on that far side. Equalizer tries to dig one out, looking for Clarke.
Yeah, he's looking for the switch. Yeah, don't mind that though. See, it's a difficult one because you're working it both sides. And see in the last minute or so there, we have managed to play through Plymouth. And then sometimes when they get narrow, you've got to look for that big switch. Doesn't come off on that occasion for Pierre, but he's willing to try it. There's the fog rolling in. Missed.
Seafret. Will Plymouth see more of a threat from this Sunderland attackers this afternoon? Sunderland fans will hope so.
Yeah, no opportunity so far for Rusin. So he's been busy, hasn't he, trying to work Gibson and the other centre-backs. But
he has kept him busy.
That's what he does well as well, doesn't he, for a small lad? He's got a good leap and he nicks it off the top of centre halves time and time again.
Dan Neil spinning around, looking for his best option. He'll do that all afternoon if he has to. Ballard. Sunderland being patient here. O'Nien. He stumbled a bit.
Yeah,
there.
Jack's looking for the ball. He slips as he goes to push off. So Luke plays it in behind.
Little ball from Trey Hume, which is unusual. It's Plymouth who have the ball at the moment. Darko Yabi. He's on loan from Leeds United as Yabi.
Yeah, something that Plymouth might look to do is just say down below, you see Barley Mumba, the switch is on obviously with the wing backs and Hjelde going quite narrow. I think it was Whittaker, wasn't it, played one earlier on out to Miller. They haven't done it too often when they've had the ball, Plymouth. Forshaw stood over and Whittaker.
It's Whittaker who delivers, comes all the way through. Clarke.
Switches
Big shift on. Barr brings it down beautifully. He's running at Whittaker. Barr looking for Rusin. Was there a shove? Rusin stays on the ball, gets a shot away. Didn't really get any power in it.
Didn't catch it clean, did he? And free kick for Plymouth. Yeah, it was a good switch from Jack. Out to Abdullah Bar. Been quiet, hasn't he, in the last 10 minutes or so, Abdullah Bar. And he plays it into Rusin. A lot of green shirts back there. You see 6-7 Plymouth players getting back in.
Mumba.
Oh. Yeah, do you know what, Barley Mumba there, you can see, he's looking to his teammates, he's two centre-forwards up there, neither of them are willing to run the channel for him there as he gets his head up, has to chop back towards his own goal, and Jack's on him, a little bit of pressure. Let's have a look. Does he clip his ankles? Maybe.
It's a very poor pass from Whittaker, might go out for the throw, but it has. Hjelde.
Yeah, it's on. Jack's looking for the running behind, he gets blocked off as well, and Hjelde spins it in behind, straight through to the goalkeeper.
Stopped by Hjelde that time. Barr does well, the rider challenge, Phillips brings him down.
Well, could be 2 yellow cards in there. I think first one he's pulled him back, and then he's had a
And he gets
a kick at him, hasn't he? Just gets too tight, gets rolled by Abdullah Bar. Phillips. Yeah, thinks he can steal it. He catches him, pulls him back, and then brings him down. It's a mess. Could have been a blue card, that one.
I was just about to say that. Cynical fouls or dissent.
10 minutes sin bin, there you go.
Are you pro?
No.
Not the blue card.
I think we're still trying to sort VAR out first, aren't we? You can bring that in just yet. Give it another 10 years.
Get refs to give yellow and reds for the right reasons first. Decent position, it's less central, so easier to get a bit of whip on it.
Yeah, 4-man wall. I think Whittaker just coming in behind them now. No, he's out again.
Clarke fancies this, maybe top left-hand side as we look at it.
It's one of them, or for me, Pierre-Emerick, just
clip it in.
Little clip onto the far post area, yeah.
Dan Ballard
in there.
Let's watch this one.
I think it is going to be Jack, though. Oh. Yeah, no,
wrong.
Jack wishes it was Pierre-Emerick to the far post. You see his reaction, shirt over his head. Gets it all wrong, doesn't he? Yeah. Plymouth fans letting him know as well.
Gibson plays it out to the left-hand side. That's where Mikael Miller is. Miller goes inside. Devine brings Miller back in. Got early success down that left-hand side, did Plymouth. Oh, Miller's just played out.
Yeah, just right. Do you know what? I was just about to say they built it out well from the back there into the centre-back, clip out to that left-hand side, and see he's getting forward. He's keen and eager, isn't he? Just control lets him down there.
Moosen on the spin. Gibson's again with him, but Moosen gets there first. Moosen, head down into the area, runs out of space. Does he get the corner? He's asking for it.
Yeah, it just looked like he was getting away from Gibson, but he gets back at him. It's a good battle between those two, isn't it? That's what I like about Moosen, direct, and he'll back himself and just looking to cut across him here now. Yeah, you see there comes off Gibson's toe. Short corner.
Roberts is charged down. Hume, first timer. It's a high one. Ballard still up. Ballard takes it up. Foul.
Yeah, stayed in there, and you fancy him off the back of Gibson as well, down Ballard. Just a little nudge in his back, I think. See it from this one now, do we? Oh, he puts his hands on it, but it's generous, isn't it?
Yeah.
I suppose you could say don't give the referee the chance to make the decision yet.
Done that a few times now, Plymouth play the ball out themselves. Ekwa on the stretch, couldn't get there. Daniel tidies up. 09 brings it through the middle. Looking for Rusins, just behind him, couldn't find him. Referee's in the way of Whittaker. Here's Yelder. Bar. Digs out a pass for Dan Neil. Jack Clarke stands one up towards the back post. Trey Hume's arriving, heads it down. Still there. Hume gets it back. Plays in Roberts. Roberts gets it back. Rusin! Corner ball.
Yeah, it's good, wasn't it? Short from Sunderland, regain possession in the middle of the park. I think it starts from Luke 09 driving forward with it. And again, it's good build-up on the right-hand side. Patrick, little give and go there with Pierre, cuts it back to Rusin. Against Phillips, does well, gets across on the block. Dan Neil edge of the box as well, asking for it.
Roberts stands over this. Ballard's gone down, holding his head. Back up now, just to the left of your picture. Roberts trying to burst through. Just doesn't come off, and Whittaker fires it downfield.
He's onside. No, he's in his own half.
Hardy's rounded the keeper, but Patterson's back in, and he scored.
Yeah.
Well, we need to look at this back.
No, do you know what? I think he's in his own half as it's played.
I thought he was in his own half.
Yeah.
I thought he was in their half. We'll see it back in a second.
We'll see it back now. Yeah, we caught shot. We'll see it back in a second, but yeah, just as it's played, I had a look, and I'm sure he's in his own half. We'll see it back. Yeah, fans around us asking us as we're looking back at our monitor. Yeah, after the ball loses possession and they play it forward early. Yeah, no, you can see it back there. He's in his own half. He's in onside. Good composure, to be fair to him. He's not had much to go on this afternoon. And yeah, lovely little finish, isn't it? Dink finish.
Can't see the offside, the controversial decision from these clips. He's done well to keep a hold of it and then eventually put it in.
Yeah,
it's all about when the ball was
gone
played.
there, and actually, yeah, Trey and just sits Trey down, and then it's a lovely little dink finish, isn't it? I think Anthony Patterson thinks he's going to fire it at his near post, but he doesn't. As I say, good composure from Hardy, and Plymouth find themselves in front.
We'll look back at it again, but Danny feels he was in his own half when the ball was played. Just shows how far forward Sunderland were, but it's completely against
Yeah, getting caught like that, really. Yeah, we committed a lot of bodies forward there, haven't we? And as I say, I think as it goes into Abdullah Bar, just gets away from him, and Whittaker plays it forward early.
How does Sunderland find themselves a goal down here? They are, and they've got to do something about it. Foul on Hume. No, nothing given.
Yeah, we've got to be careful here now. Oh, he's done him. He's done him. Oh. Dear me, yeah, we've got to be careful committing bodies forward. I think it's actually Dan Ballard steps in, and then once we lose possession,
everyone was
on those turnovers,
open mouth there for a moment.
Yeah, you see there, we're not organised. Then Luke's coming across, and then I tell you what, he's not far off getting his second, is he? Decent effort. Just to settle down again here now. That one's off the referee. Yeah, carnage out there. Last couple of minutes.
It's such a shame because Sunderland looked so composed at times.
Yeah, it just felt like we were getting some momentum, you know, spending a bit of time in Plymouth. Final third as well. You see there, as Forshaw tries to play it into, yeah, it would have been into Hardy's feet, wouldn't it?
Miller stands one up. Comes back in from Galloway. And if we're on top at the moment.
Yeah, I should say tails are up now since the goal.
Forshaw.
He's behind again.
Hardy.
Well, flag goes up and some ironic cheers from the Sunderland fans. But again, they haven't got the benefit of the monitor like we have to see it back. And I'm sure he's taken a few pelters down there, the linesman, isn't he, to our right-hand side, but I think it was the right decision.
I wonder if that'll change Plymouth's approach to the rest of the game, Danny.
What, in terms of sitting back? Yeah. No, I don't think so. I think, let's have a look at this as it builds down the right-hand side.
Here's Roberts. And Neil busting the gut to go past him. He has done as well. He's put a lovely ball into the middle. No one on the end of it, though.
Yeah, you got Rooson in there. Other than that, there's not too much movement in the box. Something Michael Beale spoke about, I think, looking at that second half last week at Middlesbrough, when we had a couple of opportunities later on.
Clarke trying to get past Mumba. No foul given.
That one will be. Yeah, I don't know his reaction as well. I'd be lucky if he doesn't find himself in the book.
Well, I think that's what he's got his yellow card for. Despite about 4 fouls, Mumba's done.
Yeah, do you know what? I don't think he would have booked him for the foul itself.
Yep.
You know, he's had a couple of goes at Jack. That could have been given. He's had a couple of goes and he's pulling his shirt. I don't know what he's arguing about, to be honest. You know, Jack goes down easy in the end, but the first couple there, he's lucky it wasn't given on the corner of the box. Then obviously he's had a few words to say to the referee and finds himself in the book.
Another stacked wall from Plymouth Argyle. Sunderland had a few free kicks from this sort of area so far this afternoon. They'll want a bit more accuracy on this one.
Well, Jack's walked away from this one, hasn't he?
Patrick and Pierre. Oh, it's Abdullah Bar, who's standing with his back to us. That was the 10 of Roberts. Equal. Gone for the corner.
Just took a little nick off the top of the wall, I think. But yeah, right on half-time now. Can we get back on level terms from the corner? Frustration, you can feel it in the stadium. As you say, Frank, it looks like we were just starting to build, wasn't it? A bit of pressure on the Plymouth goal, and out of nothing, find ourselves a goal down.
The first man from Jack Clarke's corner.
Yeah, that annoys me. That used to annoy me as a player, as a centre-half going forward. Worst case, you know, hit it out the far side, but don't hit the front man at the near post, flat ball in.
Just the 1 minute added on. Hume.
Jack just leans into the back of Phillips as he's getting there. He could have played on the ref. I think Barley Mumba's got possession down below us. And that's pretty much that, as you say, just a minute.
Look back at the goal and some of the opportunities at half-time and the half-time scores as well. So stick with us here on SFC Live. It's a bit of a sucker punch of a goal which separates the sides.
Yeah, and that's that. Plymouth in front at the break, and no.
I guess Michael Beale just wanted a little bit more of the same, maybe a few more shots away.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, all the build-up play has been quite good. We've moved the ball well at times, pretty on the eye, but it's business end of the pitch, isn't it, where we need to do a little bit more, and it's work the goalkeeper. Some saves out of him, say, other than that one from Jack Clarke, which popped up and I think it hit his chest or come off the side of his face. We haven't worked him enough.
Short pass from the kick-off for Plymouth Argyle, that eventually goes back through to Connor Hazard. Cushion header down from Alfie Devine. Ball comes across and interrupts Plymouth's possession. Roosen. Still running with Galloway. Roosen. Shouts for handball there. Daniel. Roberts. Cleared high beneath us.
See there, Roosen, he's done a lot of good work, hasn't he? But it's all outside the box, you know. From his point of view, we'd probably like to see him do less work outside the box and getting one or two opportunities with balls coming into him.
Ekwar plays it to Hielder. Jack Clarke. Hielder. Nine takes possession. Many people still making their way back to their seats.
Yes, got to make sure as well we don't get caught on the counter again now with the game at 1. Say Hardy, threat, he's playing on the shoulder, isn't he? He's looking for that ball in behind. Both Luke O'Nien and Dan Ballard got to be switched on back there.
Plymouth very organised in their lines in front of Sunderland as Ekwar tries to pop it through for Jack Clarke, going all the way through for the goal kick.
Yeah, just forced it there. Don't think the pass is on. Say decent in their shape as well, out of possession. I think just looking back at Ian Foster's record, I think it was under 17s with England. He was actually employed as the out of possession coach. So something he's done well over the years, hasn't it?
Yeah,
it's his job.
Kept in by Mikael Miller. Sunderland get it back. This is Roosen. We've seen from Roosen this afternoon is plenty touches, plenty involvement, more in that penalty area. That's what we need to see.
Yeah, that's just the danger there. See those little ones that pop off us and then Plymouth are onto it.
Equally, Sunderland could steal it themselves here. Roberts trying to find Barr. Roberts gets it back. Is he going to go himself? He's won a corner.
Well, yeah, scrappy passage to play, wasn't it? Both sides giving the ball away. Sunderland win the corner, though. So Patrick Roberts up against Galloway. Opts to go on his right foot this time and comes off Galloway for the corner.
And make that corner number 5 of the game for Sunderland so far. First in this second half. Roberts delivers it with his left foot. It's again first post though. Frustrating. He'll have another bash from this. That's better. Keeper comes. Well, the Sunderland fans behind the goal feel there was a foul on Dan Ballard.
Yeah, goes down in there, Dan Ballard, doesn't he? Better ball in, second time round from Patrick, but the key person says he's a big old unit, isn't he? Hazard comes and claims it.
Loose pass. Divine. Galloway under pressure from Bart. Plenty of time for Trey Hume to think about his options here. Goes crossfield to Luke O'Nien. Here's Roberts. Hume's kept on running. Hume crosses. Where's it going to drop?
Caught edge of the box.
Free kick on the edge, not the penalty.
Yeah, Patrick Roberts, isn't it? I think it's Yabi that catches him, the 18.
Well, Barr was arguing he was fouled as well on the next one, but the referee just given it. Watch it come out here, Danny. Roberts has fouled here.
Yeah, just
he's
pops
given
up
it
there.
And then a few fans thought that he was giving it for the penalty. Another one of these free kicks in these areas.
Yeah, this one's, what was it? Well, it's 19 yards out or so, isn't it? Right edge of the 18-yard box, and one of those what your prop's not going to get up and down. You have to try and work it around the wall or go through it. Hopefully they don't stand strong and you can power one through the wall.
You've got to follow it up.
Well, I think the key is try and work the goalkeeper. At least we've had three, haven't we? I think so far this afternoon, and a couple of disappointing ones to say the least. And Whittaker giving the job there, the captain. He's got to pull rank there and send someone else in on the floor.
He's quite tall though, so he makes a good wall sausage. Equal's going for it!
Yes! Well,
yeah, Equal, baby!
Well, just looking at Hazard, he's fuming. There's someone in front of him. Somebody's not doing the job for Plymouth. They're all having a word with each other back there. But Pierre Equal's just passed it into that bottom right corner, hasn't he? 1-1. Well, Michael Beale will be delighted, won't he? 5 minutes after the break. Let's have a look. Oh, it's a mess from Plymouth. Yeah, as it's moved, look, they all just... Well,
but it goes past the wall sausage.
Yeah, he doesn't move, does he? The problem is it's the wall that breaks up, and as I say there, once it's played short, do they stand in their shapes? Difficult one, isn't it? Because they want to come and press the ball, and then obviously the gaps open up, and Pierre just passes it past them into that bottom corner.
Sunderland back on level terms, and deservedly so as well on the balance of play this afternoon. It's Pierre Equal who's back into the goals. Can Sunderland go on to get all 3 points? This would be brilliant for confidence, brilliant for momentum. If they were to come from a goal behind and get all 3 points, Dan Neil wants to do so. He pops one through. Can Nazrusin get on the end of this? Abdullah Barr's gone behind him as well. Rusin goes down. Barr picks it up, looking for Neil. Hjelde. Equal tries to shoot every time he gets anywhere near the ball. But he's going to do that no harm this afternoon. That reputation from scoring from that. It's nice and loud inside
right
here
now.
now.
Yeah, fans behind the lads, and as you say, they're back on level terms. Can they kick on now? Go and push and get that second goal. Still a long way to go in the game. Oh,
So they get it back. Jack Clarke. Big shout at handball. Nothing given. It's Gibson again in the thick of it. Sunderland come again. Here's Dan Neil. Plymouth on the ropes. Jack Clarke. Just got his shot smothered. Goes for the corner.
Yeah, good from Sunderland's. Got the goal, got the tails up. Busy down that left-hand side. Dan Neil, Jack Clarke linking up again. See, Dan just feeds it across to Jack. Well, with his first one, goes past Galloway. And I think it's Divine, the 16, just toes it behind for the corner.
In from Clarke. It's another poor delivery from the corner, though. They're definitely trying to work on something there, because they've done it every single time. But
I was going to say they want to change it.
Clarke tries to go again. Mumba stops him. Cross comes in eventually. O'Nien picks it up. Safety first, goes back to Trey Hume. Hume looking up the park, gives it to Pierre Ekwa. Roussen's made a run. Ekwa keeps a hold and then drops it off. Forshaw winning it back for Plymouth. And they need to steady themselves here, Plymouth.
Yeah, just try and get some possession, I think. That'll be the key. So they haven't seen too much of the ball at the start of this second half. Just try and take the sting out of it a little bit.
All the way across. Mikael Miller picks it up. Robertson's gone with him. Does enough. Forshaw.
Oh,
teasing cross.
There we go. Offside. Do you know what? Yeah, right behind it, Army. It's a lovely ball in from Forshaw. He's feeling his groin, I think, as well down below us. But was it Hardy or Whittaker that got on the end of it? We'll see it back. Comes off the top of somebody and nestles into that far corner. But linesman on the far side flags up.
See the
Let's have a look
game
back now.
here, Danny. I'll keep an eye on the game if you want to see that. Just frozen there for a moment.
Yeah, no, I think he is, yeah, Whittaker, yeah. Hardy's in there around him as well, but it was Whittaker, and I think he was just offside.
And the linesman, he got all the stick in the first half, involved again.
Have they had a little swap round, have they? Yeah, they have, yeah.
Clarke trying to go around Barley Mumba. Mumba goes down. Mumba goes down every time in that situation.
Yeah.
Seems to get the benefit of the doubt every time as well.
Yeah, more often than not you get them, don't you, in your defensive third as well. Jack's arguing again, having a word with the ref, but he does well, Mumba. He gets his body across Jack. But as you say, just waiting for a little bit of contact and then goes down.
Meanwhile, Adam Forshaw has gone down off the ball and he's going to need treatment here.
I'm not sure if he's pulled something as he put that cross in a minute ago. He had a decent ball in and then he pulled up straight away. It's his knees, right knee, I think.
Forshaw formerly of Leeds and Middlesbrough and Wigan.
We'll have a look back at the goal again, isn't it? There you see, in his own half, Hardy could have took it there, couldn't he, with Anthony Patterson in no man's land. And then Trey goes down thinking he's going to pull the trigger, but third time he does, and he dinks a lovely little ball over the top of Anthony Patterson. And then 5 minutes after the break, back on level terms, free kick. They'll be disappointed with that Plymouth when they see it back and the wall breaks. And he just passes it past them, doesn't he, into the bottom corner.
Well, Adam Randall is poised to come on. Whether Forshaw will continue or not, there's the question. Is if it's going to be pretty much a straight swap in the middle there, if it is.
Yeah, some look, he's back on his feet. It's one of them, he's trying to run it off, isn't he? He won't want to come off. Over the last couple of years, he's been in and out of the sides where he's played.
Yeah, it's his number coming up.
Forshaw.
Bit of confusion.
Yeah, I think they're ready to make the change, and I think he's just saying, give me a minute or two, just see if I can run it off. He's having a word with Foster down there.
The fourth official needs to get a hold of that situation down there. Meanwhile, game hasn't restarted yet. Randall's going to sit down again.
Yeah, get your top back on for a minute.
Trey Hume.
A couple of times Naz Roussen's bent his run. Lovely ball out for Jack Clarke.
Can he get it? Can he get there? He's certainly ahead of Mumba. Mumba goes down. Clarke. Ekwa's on the edge. Clarke keeps a hold of it. Will he get a shot away himself? Yes! What a goal from Jack Clarke!
Well, Plymouth are a man down. They've got Forshaw still down below us there, and Ian Foster's having a right pop at the fourth official, but whether he played a part in it, I'm not so sure. Well, that's Jack Clarke all over, isn't it? And he does well. Regains possession up against Barley-Mumba over on that left-hand side. It just comes inside and opens up for him.
It's what he does.
And he fizzes it in off that post. Lovely strike. It's a big switch, isn't it? From Trey Hume out to him in the first place. And it looks like Barley-Mumba's done enough to get back. He slips, loses his footing, and then Jack, 1v1, goes back inside. Looks like he's going to just drop it off for Dan Neil. Dan Neil actually does well. You see his movement there. He just takes Barley-Mumba with him a yard or so, and it just opens up for Jack. You see Barley-Mumba now there, comes away from Jack, and then it's a firm side foot finish, isn't it, off the foot of the post.
2-1 Sunderland. Despite being behind at the break, they're back in front before 60 minutes.
Yeah, and they've been at it start of their second half, haven't they? 15 minutes gone.
I think they deserved it today, Sunderland.
Yeah, I think you can argue in the first half. It's a strange one because we had a lot of possession. Plymouth had the better chances in the first half and got themselves in front, but since the break, no, we've been at it, as I say, there 5 minutes back on level terms, and then Jack with a bit of magic, what Jack's all about. And here he goes again.
Here he comes, roared on by that famous Roker Roar inside the Stadium of Light, trying to find Rusin, just pops up as Plymouth defender clears it. Kjelder, wide to Abdullah Bar. Over the hour mark now, there'll be substitutions in the mind of the coaches down there. Kjelder, looking for Rusin. Great positioning from Rusin.
Yeah, well, he's getting across his man, isn't he?
Forshaw, it's Devine trying to get past Trey Hume. The crowd all on their feet there for Trey Hume as Dan Neil brings it down, shoots. No, he's stumbling.
Yeah, well, the first part does really well. Just holds Yarby under the flight of the ball and off his chest, and it fancies it on his left foot. Dan Neil, you see him having a little smile to himself there. And as you say, Frank, the crowd getting behind the boys there, urging Trey Hume to go and push. Devine, wasn't it, in the full-back position.
Ekwa in the middle of the park, dispossessed by Yabi, who brings it forward for Plymouth. Yabi poking it through, looking for Whittaker. Luke O'Nine's gone with him, keeping him outside the area, not committing the foul. Doing really well.
Yeah, good defending, Luke. Stands him up there, sees him out of the box, and then just gets to toe him, and the opportunity comes along. You see Forshaw is still hobbling about there, isn't he? Wants to carry on, but he's struggling.
Job and Chris Rigg have just been called in by Mike Dodds.
I just think from the Plymouth point of view, I think Ian Foster's got to pull rank here and say to Forshaw, I know you want to carry on, but you're struggling, you can see it, and the way the game's just gone in the last 10 minutes or so, we need to make a change.
Well, if he was substituted when the manager wanted, arguably there wouldn't have been down 10 men.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, they ran another man on the pitch, and I think they were trying to get him back on, but here we go again.
Abdullah Bar. Rusin's in the middle, so is Jack Clarke. Bar holding on to it for now, forced wide. Goes back again. Kjelder. Dan Neil pulls one back over the head of Rusin. Trey Hume's arriving. Roberts skips around one, gets it back of Bar, tries to give him it back. Plymouth come out with it.
Yeah, it's maybe a little bit too cute there, Patrick. Could have pulled the trigger on the first one. He's reversed into the bodies.
Well, we might see that change as well for Plymouth. Sunderland are going to make that double up. Right.
Next we're looking at when Patrick's making his way over. Does he know he's coming off? Or?
Well, Forshaw's
no,
going to
maybe not.
come off first for Randall in the end.
Yeah, Pierre Ekwar as well, making way. Pierre with his goal there. Trish Rigg as well. Getting a good bit of game time this afternoon.
Well, Ekwar got a goal.
Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it, from Michael Beale as well, because we are, you know, we're in control of the game, we're in front, and making a couple of changes there feels maybe a little bit more energy in the middle of the park now. Try and get that third goal and put the game to bed.
Ballard stands strong. Daniel. Job. Ever present this season, coming on from the bench.
I think he's just dropped in there. Maybe go to a 3 in there, actually. I think Dan a little bit deeper and Rigg and Job a little bit higher.
Rusin brings in Trey Hume. What a ball that is. Rusin takes it down on his chest. He's got support there in Roberts. It's just behind him. Dan Neil. Great awareness. Clarke. No foul given, and Plymouth break. Whittaker.
Excellent from Dan Neil. That's what he's got as well. You know, you look at the silkiness to his game going forward, but he works a shift getting back in as well, especially if he's playing a little bit deeper in that sitting role.
He's Job. He's still going. Gets a shot away.
Oh! What a finish! A little step over, off the bench. Bang, far corner, thank you very much.
But he's only been on the pitch a minute or so. Job makes it 3-1.
Oh, I'll even enjoyed that. He'll have been disappointed, listen, coming out of the starting lineup as you do, but smile on his face there. Straight into the action, and what a finish. And that man there has not enjoyed it at all.
Well, he took that as an elder brother would.
Let's have a look back now. Yeah, driving there. Plymouth shirts around him, little step over, a couple of lollipops there, cuts inside and bang, off and off the post as well. Whatever you can do, Jack, I can do as well. Lovely finish, isn't it?
(3-1) to Sunderland. 1-0 down at half-time.
Yeah, staff enjoying that one down there. It's always one of them for the staff, isn't it, when you make the changes and then they come off and give yourself a little pat on the back.
3 goals in just over 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Might see Romain Mundell as well on his debut for Sunderland as well in the moment.
Well, something we said at half-time is we want to see the keeper worked a bit more. We haven't worked him because he hasn't had a chance to get near the Jack Clarke one and Joe Bellingham's, that's what I'm saying, yeah. Don't think he's died for either of them, has he?
Both went across the keeper so well, and you're thinking, is it too far? And then it just creeps in off the woodwork.
No chance for him, as you say, in off the inside of the post, both of them.
Breathing space for Sunderland in this game. For the first time in front. It's a 3-1 difference at the moment. Surely that's a foul on Clarke. Yabby right in front of the referee.
In the book
Yellow
as well,
card.
yeah, wrong side. He's bringing it, a substitution down below. I was going to say he's blown up the referee there while he's booking Yabby, but Patrick Roberts coming off.
I'm going to see a debut here.
Yes, nearly 70 minutes under his belt, Patrick. Getting back into things. Romain Mundell in for his debut. On the bench last week, didn't come on at the Riverside, but Gets a good 20 minutes or so here this afternoon at the Stadium of Light.
Romain Mundle joins from Standard Liège. 4.5 year deal. He's 20 years old.
Yeah, I think he prefers to play it on the left-hand side, but you know, with Jack Clarke out there, Jack pulling rank, have to get a bit of game time on this right-hand side.
Well then, felt I haven't caught my breath in the second half. Coming up to 70 minutes now. 3-1 to Sunderland. If you're watching around the world, we'd love to have you involved in the post-game programme. Tell us what you've liked this afternoon. Get in touch, use the hashtag Ask Danny. We'll take it and use it in the post-game programme. As the mist descends once again inside the Stadium of Light. There's a bit of clear sight though between the two sides now on the scoreline. In the right direction as well. Dan Neil, he's been brilliant all afternoon. Picks the ball up in the middle of the park. He's ran that midfield. And just puts a lovely ball through calmly to Jack Clarke. Clarke takes his deflection.
Oh, yeah, body's in there. It's way Jack just tries to feed it across, and I think it's come off Phillips. Awkward one, but turn it behind for the corner, Plymouth.
Plymouth are going to try and make a double change here. At the moment, it's damage limitation for them.
Yeah, just wondering, are they going to wait till the corner's taken? I think they are.
It's Chrissy Rigg who's gone on the corner. Towards Luke O'Nien, goes for another corner.
It's another flat one at the near post, isn't it?
Well, they're obviously trying to do something there, aren't they? Because every single one of them's done that.
Well, I'll tell you what they want to do. Change it. Training ground this week.
You're not the set piece coach, Danny.
I'm just thinking of, well, see, this one's taken first. There's another one cut out. So I'm thinking of Dan Ballard and Luke O'Nien making their way forward and thinking, give me something to go at here, and it keeps getting cut out of that near post area.
Held out. And Mundle getting on the end of this one. First touch in red and white colours. Can't get round his man. And we're going to see in a moment Surinola, who's the left wing back. Ollie Mumba makes way.
Yeah, both wing backs changed for Plymouth. I think Surinola played in the week, didn't he, against Leeds? Put a shift in.
Mikael Miller comes off for Souza. Lino Souza, number 3.
Yeah, a little round of applause for Barley Mumba. Not too happy on his return to the Stadium of Light.
Lino Souza, the number 3, is on loan from Aston Villa this season. Surinola, you might remember, we played against him when he was at his MK Dons part of his career.
That's right, yeah.
He was decent. Chris Rigg just passing it to Dan Neil there. Job, who's come on and looked immaculate. Luke O'Nien, Dan Ballard. Kjelda. There's Jack Clarke. Clarke. Still going. Still going.
Oh, let's give a free kick there.
Against?
Yeah, Surinola actually does well. Yeah, let's give it against Jack, I think. Surinola does well getting back at Jack as he cuts inside Phillips.
Odd one.
Yeah, see it back now, see him there. I don't think that's a foul. I don't think there's a lot of contact there. He goes down, but I'll see where the foul is.
And some of the fans will feel the officials have done their best to spoil the party this afternoon. But you've got to say the big calls they seem to have gotten right.
Yeah, they have, yeah. Perhaps we're not going to talk about them as much now after the game if the scoreline stays as it does currently.
Have your say though. Take part in the post-game programme. Hashtag Ask Danny on socials. You could say as well, if Plymouth keep on getting those soft ones, Sunderland just haven't got to make them, given the referee.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, give them the opportunity to give the free kicks. I get you. Yeah.
Job. Hjelde comes inside. Dan Neil. Romain Mundle. Hjelde. Hjelde goes back, and Michael Beale was reacting there.
Yeah, I think got a shout. He could have turned then there.
He's Dan Neil. He'll go forward. Oh, it's cut out by Gibson. Ballard. Gibson was offside. No, linesman's getting some stick again. It's a different one from the first half, but
yeah, he's just bumped. I think it was Gibson coming back in, wasn't it? As he's offside, Rusin.
Souza.
Yeah, just haven't got going at all. Setting off after Plymouth getting themselves in front in the first half.
Yeah, Ian Foster will be annoyed about that because they, against the player they scored though, Danny, you have to say, but they did look like they could threaten.
Yeah, they weren't bad though in that first half.
And if you've got more than Whittaker on the pitch, you've always got a shout. Should be a Sunderland ball. It is. It's the return of Sunderland Till I Die, the third season this week coming. Danny, will you be watching?
I'll have a little look at that. Yeah, I think so.
Did you watch the previous series?
I've watched them both. Yeah. No, good. I think they're good, and the fans obviously get the insight as well. A lot of teams have obviously covered them now, haven't they? And getting insight to the day-to-day runnings of the club as well, don't you? A lot of fans only get the opportunity to see 90 minutes on a Saturday afternoon, but these documentaries to give them a good insight into the clubs. I think this one's got a bit more of a happier ending though, hasn't it? Than
we're in the
championship
the previous
now.
Two. Yeah. No spoilers, but
sorry for the viewers who haven't seen it.
I don't think there's a Sunderland fan who'll forget that day against Wycombe. We certainly won't. Another couple of changes for Plymouth. Ashley Phillips is coming off. Plexuelo coming on.
Yeah, good experience for Phillips. He's 18-year-olds, and he on loan from Tottenham. A lot of people talking about him in high regards, and coming up against one of the best wingers in the league this afternoon in Jack Clarke.
Ben Wayne came on, the number 23. Alfie Devine, 16, makes way.
That's all 5 for Plymouth now, isn't it?
It is. The fog is rolling in once again. Clarke trying to find Mundle, couldn't get on the end of it. Michael Beale looks on. As it stands, is this Sunderland's best performance under Michael Beale, Danny?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Just have a look at this attack from Dan Neil. It's cut out.
Challenge in the middle.
No, I think the energy's been there, hasn't it? It's been good. Some of the football's been excellent, especially second half.
Yeah, and I think that's what the fans will walk away saying as well, Danny. That energy's been there from the kick-off, hasn't it?
Yeah, and I know it gets discussed and fans will say, oh, are the players playing for the new manager? And you get all this chat, and I just think you play for yourself first. You can't tell me the players go out there and think, do you know what, I'm not going to play with any energy today. I don't get that at all, personally. I just think it's been there today. Yeah, it's clicked at times.
Mundle's onside, is he? We'll say a late flag, but they do wait until the ball's in possession of the man.
But it's been good. I think even you're looking at Rusin, top end of the pitch. He had 1 or 2 half chances in the first half, but he's worked the shift as well. Some good points to his game, and occupying centre backs
Yeah.
Could just cap the afternoon off now if he goes and gets a goal.
Exactly. I know Rooson's not on the score sheet, but he's worked a shift, hasn't he?
Yeah, and all around the pitch, really, it's difficult to say who's not been at it this afternoon. And that's something I say, don't I? You know, if we've got from 1 to 11, if you're out there 8 out of 10s, yeah, maybe you can get away with 1 or 2 who don't quite turn up. But the lads out there today are putting a real performance.
Another spontaneous applause breaks out around the ground. Hammered down. Look on 9, Chris Rigg. Hazard. And Knight comes across. Ballard's going to have to work here. Patterson comes out. Bit of confusion between the two. It's charged down. Shouts a handball. Ballard comes across and just knocks it out of the play, but that was a bit messy.
Well, I was just going to say, flashbacks at watching Van Dijk and Alisson last weekend for Liverpool down at Arsenal, wasn't it? But
wasn't it
got away with it in the end. Yeah.
Another big gate inside the Stadium of Light. 41,269. Decent on a freezing cold day.
Yeah, great turnout, isn't it, again? Say credit to those Plymouth fans as well.
Well, I was going to say so as well. I think it's only fair to say that because we've seen a lot of teams bring a lot less than them.
Yeah, exactly that, yeah. No, great turnout from them.
Longest trip in the EFL. And they didn't have the humiliation of the half-time challenge this time around. I think it's the most famous thing I've ever done, that. I was on the mic, I wasn't on the pitch.
Is that the one where he got tripped up there? Yeah, I remember that one now, yeah.
Mundell trying to run away. Rooson keeps it in, keeps possession. Sunderland just managing this game at the moment. Jack Clarke just deciding to beat everyone and bring it across the field. Trey Hume stops. Gets it back. Hume goes down. Well, the linesman hasn't given it.
See, them ones that, if you're in defensive third, they're the ones that get given, as you say, with Barley-Mumma got a couple earlier on, just a little gentle nudge in the back, and they seem to get given in the defensive third.
Adam Randall is innocent. I don't think anyone knows what's happening here at the moment. Thor restarts play. Chris Rigg picks it up in the middle of the park. Always looks assured, always looks part of the squad despite his age. Doesn't look out of place at all. Job been pretty quiet since his brilliant goal, but he came on and slotted a beautiful goal in. Held on the stretch. I'd appreciate that. He's Job now. Good running from Job. Goes for it. Oof. Oh, why not?
Yeah, fancies it, yeah. Well, had a little pop earlier on and nestled in the back of the net. Why not have another one a little bit further out on this occasion?
Clearance hits Jack Clarke. Rooson still working hard deep inside this game. In the 84th minute. Stopped by Hjelde. Dan Neil picks it up. The fog continues to roll in and get thicker here at the Stadium of Light. Job gets it back. Chris Rigg. Oh,
it's a good there.
He's brought back for the other challenge.
The other one, yeah. Oh, let play go on, didn't he? They didn't have the advantage there. And as you say, Joe made a good challenge, and I think Chris Rigg's just about to pull the trigger. Let's have a look. Jack there.
Going back for that.
A little clip on him, isn't it? But yeah, the other one's a fair challenge from Joe, isn't it? Yeah, it's pulled it back for the first one.
Fog is getting thicker. Sunderland fans happy with what they've seen this afternoon, I'm sure. We'll have a look at the latest scores. If things have gone their way this afternoon, they could be back in those playoff positions as well, Danny. And this would be 3 games undefeated under Michael Beale.
Yeah, build a little bit of momentum, as you say, coming into that business end of the season.
Ballard brings it across. Job's ahead of him. Kjelder. Wrong side of Rusin. Yabi pops one through. Or nine's there. So is Hardy. Job stepping out with it. He does that so well. Jack Clarke. Job gets it back, can he? He's going to have to work hard.
I was going to say he does well, Job, initially gives it out to Jack and carries on his run, but he's asking a bit too much, isn't he? Too much on him. But he's had good energy since he come on, Job, and I think in recent weeks, you know, people are saying, does he look like he needs a rest? Well, he's had one today, and
well,
then
he got 70 minutes rest.
Well, yeah. So he come off the bench and instant impact, lovely finish.
Happy Sunderland fans there. He wants to keep that for Gladiators later. Bit from Mundell. Too keen. Remain Mundell on his Sunderland debut. Just leaves a little bit on Brendan Galloway. Well, Sunderland have previously played Plymouth on this date in 2007. It's a 2-0 win on that occasion down at Home Park. David Connolly and Anthony Stokes, the goal scorers. And the centre halves that day was standing alongside me.
Yeah, clean sheet on the road. Take that all day.
Job done. Chris Rigg. Dan Neil. Beautiful from Dan Neil.
The booking.
Cynical.
Yeah, Dan Neil's been fantastic this afternoon, hasn't he? Ran the midfield.
He's ran the midfield, absolutely, you're right there.
Looks like he's in some pain there. Dan Neil as well. Naughty one, sorry, no, the wrong side. Never getting to the ball, I don't think, either.
It's another blue card, that one.
Yeah. No, but he's been excellent. He's just smooth, isn't he, Dan Neil, when he takes the ball and never looks rushed on.
I think it's been one of his performances of the season, if I'm honest, Danny. He's absolutely bossed that midfield. He's been a standout on the park.
Ticks things over, doesn't he? Gets it. He's
going
got pictures
back,
of what's around him,
playing it forward, that run there.
Yeah.
Vision, turn. What a player. Some nasty scratches on his thighs there.
Well, just having a look down below us now. I think it's that, oh, sheesh, ready to come on.
It is, Danny.
Maybe it's going to bring Dan Neil off. Let's have a look.
Not to risk him.
No, he's not. Rusin.
He's getting a good reception here.
Yeah.
Standing ovation.
Well, he is, yeah, and rightly so as well, I think. As usual, and as Rusin, he's put himself about, he's worked his shift. It'd be frustrating. Maybe he's just wanting that golden opportunity. It's not been there for him this afternoon, but if he can be happy with his, well, 88 minutes under his belt, put a real shift in, and a couple of minutes for Adil Oshish, who we haven't seen for a few weeks, have we?
No, we haven't. Trey Hume. Oshish. That's another touch. Inside the final couple of minutes of normal time, Remain Mundell emerges with the ball. Brings it back to Luke O'Nien. He's Leo Kjelder, who's played another solid 90 in his only second game for Sunderland, but it looks like he's played there for the last couple of years.
Yeah, it's been a comfortable one, especially second half for him as well. He hasn't had to defend too much, and he's got forward every opportunity, supporting Jack Clarke on the left-hand side.
Downfield from Anthony Patterson. Mundell gets there. Joe picks it up, lets it bounce. Perhaps if he took it first time, they might have been on there, but nevertheless, we continue. Ballard's got some defending to do here. Hardy's with him. Just knocks it out of play. We approach the final minutes of normal time. Sunderland fans have stayed, really. They want to cheer their side off after this performance. And they stuck with the side despite going 1 goal behind.
Yeah, they have, and I think they could see, you know, what we've seen in the first half as well. We played some good stuff, and I say didn't really create too many good opportunities. That was the only downside in that first half, and then conceding. They had 1 or 2 opportunities, didn't they, Plymouth, as we said, with Hardy. But second half, we've had good control of the game. Got the goals, 3 different goal scorers.
I think the referees just give a corner there, you know.
Let's give the corner. Let's have a look.
Well, first of all, it comes off their player and it didn't go out for the corner.
Yeah. Well,
bizarre.
Just say a bit of mist in his eyes, possibly, as the mist comes in again.
Yeah, I can't make out many players in that penalty area from where we are. Other media colleagues are even further back in this stand. They've got no chance. Poor Barnsley and Benno up there. Let's just hope it doesn't go in. 6 minutes will be added on.
Well, they're asking for a handball there, but it's another corner for Plymouth on the far side.
I think that was their first corner, the one you've just seen before. So this would be their
possibly,
second.
yeah.
6 minutes of added time.
It's going to be Whittaker with the in-swinger.
They've gone for the near post as well. That's what we do. Mundell pestering. He's still there, Mundell.
Sorry, he's done well there. Put himself about, hasn't he, to be fair?
Yeah.
Mundell, since he's come on.
Loose from Sunderland. Will it open up here? Passing comes and gathers.
That wasn't a great ball from Galloway, wasn't it? He does well initially to steal it, and then he just chips it at Hardy, really, rather than playing it along the floor to him. Can't get hold of it.
I think it's the most advanced I've seen Galloway all afternoon.
Just have a look now. I mean, see what he's looking for, but look there, just sort of round his kneecaps, isn't it, rather than just playing it on the floor to him. Let's pop up a little bit, maybe, but opportunity goes away for Plymouth.
Stolen by Hume. Goes back to Galloway, though. Souza. Recovery challenge from Trey Hume there.
Well, we haven't seen too many today from him, have we? But one right at the end of the game there.
We always see
stops
a couple.
The cross.
Northern Ireland's Player of the Year last year. Pressure on here from Jack Clarke. Ooh. Plagueswello had to be accurate. Hume doing well again as the minutes tick by.
Yeah, I think generally the back four have been excellent. I think the only downside is obviously the goal we conceded. They'll be disappointed in the manner in which it come about, really. We had good possession in their half and then turned possession over within, what, 10 seconds or so. It's in the back of the net.
Patterson gathers. He was in 2 minds there, whether to catch or punch or kick.
Leave a bit on the striker as well.
He did a bit of everything.
Yeah.
Downfield from Anthony Patterson. Job jumps. Oh, Sheesh heads it back. Clarke picks it up. Well, tries to at least. Yabi. Souza stumbles. Play on, says the referee. It's a low cross. Cut out by Dan Neil.
There you go again. Don't
We're watching a
panic.
masterclass right now from Dan Neil.
Yeah.
We really are watching a masterclass from Dan Neil.
Just plays above his years as well, doesn't he? You see there, you know, look, younger lads might just panic and put the foot through it there as the ball comes in, but no, takes it under control, just glides
I just hope
away from them.
No scouts watching him, that's what I hope. Jack Clarke wins a free kick on the far side.
Someone Dan Neil reminds me of a little bit.
Come on then.
Middlesbrough manager, Michael Carrick.
Really?
Yeah, just sitting in front, just takes it, just never panics, good control on the game. Yeah.
Michael Carrick.
Michael Carrick, yeah, that's... I was just thinking, you know, watching Dan, and obviously we get to watch him week in, week out. And
well, Michael Carrick won it all at Manchester United, didn't he, as a player?
Yeah.
That's definitely backing into Job there. Of course, he played many times for England as well, Michael Carrick. You'd like to think that Dan would get that opportunity one day.
Yeah, I think Dan's priority is being part of a side to get us back to the Premier League, isn't it? And then building from there. A lot of years ahead of him, promising career.
Gives that one against Adil Al-Shish. Just a reminder, you can take part in the post-game programme. Myself and Danny will be battling through the crowds to get down pitch side as soon as we can. Use the hashtag #AskDanny on social media. Tell us what you think about today's performance, if you've been as impressed as we have here on the TV gantry. Lovely from Luke on 9, but anyway, he gets a free kick in the end, and he's stayed down. He's holding his shoulder there. Let's hope he's all right.
Yeah, I've seen it last week with Dan Ballard where we were thinking, oh no, but no, I think Luke's okay there. And that's pretty much that, isn't it?
We'll get a good reception here.
And there we go. Yeah, no,
Danny.
Fantastic win, isn't it? Yeah, as we say, 3 different scorers as well, and at half-time you're thinking, oh no, is it going to be one of those days? But no, listen, the lads come out setting off, had a real good go on the front foot straight away. And it's been an excellent performance in that second 45 minutes. Some good stuff in the first half as well, without any real end product. But yeah, that one there, Joe, what a strike, wasn't it? Jack Clarke in off the inside of that right-hand side post as well. Good afternoon's work. Right back amongst it, 3-1.